Hello and welcome to the Kyra Health Clinic. My name is Julia Pullen and I'm the co-founder of the Kyra Health Clinic, and my job over the next few weeks is to help guide you through your process as you're running through your care plan. So ultimately what I want to do is make sure that you get the best out of your visits at the practice and you get the best results that we can possibly give you. So let me run through what's going to happen on day 1 and day 2 when you first come to the practice. So on day 1, what's going to happen is when you first arrive, you're first of all going to be shown around the clinic so that you know where everything is. And then once you've done that, if you haven't already completed the initial paperwork, which is a 4-page questionnaire, then you'll be asked to do that first of all. Once you've filled out the 4-page questionnaire, then you're going to be invited through to do a Q&A session with your chiropractor or osteopath. Their job at that point in time is to find out exactly what is going on in your case. So they're going to ask you quite a number of questions. They will be all about your current problem, but also your general health and well-being as well, because that can have a massive impact on how you recover and what actually happens during your care. So once you've gone through the Q&A session with your chiropractor or osteopath, what's going to happen is you're then going to go on to the physical examination. So the physical examination is going to include orthopedic, biomechanical, neurological, postural, and then also spinal function tests. The final part of your examination is using advanced scan technology, which is where we look at the health and well-being of your nervous system. So this actually uses 3 different technologies. What we do is, first of all, we're going to look at the health of the nerve supply to your organs. Then we're going to look at the nerve supply to your tissues such as muscles, tendons and ligaments. And then finally what we're going to do is analyse your stress levels, because as you can imagine, this has a significant effect on the sort of problems that we see in the practice. So things like tension causes tight muscles, which then pulls the bones out of alignment. So that is why we look at your stress levels as well, because that could be having an impact on you. So that's it for day 1. So what we've ultimately done is we have gathered as much information as we can about what your current problem is and then also your general health and well-being. With all of this information, we then go away, analyse your case and come up with a plan of care that's specific to you and your problems. So that on day 2, when we meet up with you next, we can actually run through what we found, what it all means, and then what the plan of action is going to be moving forwards. Right then, so let's tell you about day 2. So day 2, I would say for me personally, it's one of my favourite appointments because it's normally the time when I get to tell you that I can actually help you and make a difference. And I know that a lot of the practitioners in the clinic feel exactly the same way. Plus, it's also the time when we get to start your care, which is always an exciting time. So what's going to happen on the day 2 visit is, first of all, you're going to watch a small video. So it's a little presentation that tells you all about chiropractic and osteopathy and basically how it works. The reason for doing it that way is because once you come into the room with one of the practitioners, what we want to do is focus on you. We want to explain specifically what we found in your case and what we're going to do about it. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is running through, first of all, your diagnosis. We're going to run through our findings, including what we found on your core score, so the scan, when we did your scan. And then what we're going to do is run through the care plan, and then finally it's your do's and don'ts. As far as we're concerned, it's more the merrier in our practice, so feel free to bring people along, even if you've got people that are interested and just want to come along and see your adjustments. We are a teaching clinic, so we love to have people come to the clinic and come and see what we do. So don't be shy, bring people along, we love to see everybody. Now, on those lines, what I also want to say is on your second visit, which is called your reported findings or your mojo report, we want you to bring along somebody that will support you as you're going through your care. This is really important. We find that when people are supported at home, they get better results again. The thing is when we're running through your specific do's and don'ts as we're going through your care, then we want them to know what you should and shouldn't be doing, because the thing is, they will help you out with that sort of stuff. They will make sure and they will keep you on track. Because the thing is, we all forget stuff, and we go back to old habits, and I go, oh, did you notice? You just did, okay? All right, so please bring somebody along. It makes all the difference in the world. We want to make sure that you get supported all the way through your process. What's mojo then? So mojo is being able to do the things that you love to do. So what makes one person's life rock isn't what makes another person's life rock. So our job as chiropractors, osteopaths and massage therapists is to make sure that you can do all the things that you love to do for as long as possible. And what we realised very quickly when Spen and myself first set up the clinic was just getting people out of pain is not enough. You can have no pain but not be able to move very well. You can have no pain but have no energy to do the things that you love to do. You can have no pain but then your coordination is so bad that you just keep falling over. So our job is to make sure that your body starts to function really well, so that you can actually do the things that you enjoy, the things that make your life fun. And that's what we call your mojo, being able to do all those things that make your life fun without going, oh, I better not because I've got a bad back, or oh, I better not, my back might go. Or we don't want you to live in a state where you're nervous about doing things all the time and where you put off certain activities. We want you to be able to do the things that you love to do. If our care is right for you, I am super excited for you, because this is where you start your journey to finding your mojo again.